Hello guys, in this tutorial we're gonna play around with shapes inside this canvas. So area, it's up to you how you're going to call it, and this is real instruction that will create that specific canvas. So we will create a line, oval, arc and rectangle. Now the important thing is to realize this structure. So top window is, let's say, this. Actually top level corner of top window is this thing here, where we have this green thing. This green thing is canvas, it's area basically. So when you want to create a line or ellipse or a rectangle here, first you need to state those starting and ending coordinates. So it is really not important what kind of shape here we have, like a line. We must, whatever we do, create this general border inside of this green canvas, which is inside a top window. Because when you have these general borders, then inside you can create all kind of shapes. But first, this general red border for that line, let's say. So in practically it's very easy to understand. This is just theoretical structure, something like that, so don't be confused. Right, so let's start rolling with a line first. Let's call it a line. How obvious. And how to create it? Well, area is a place where we will have that line, and then command will be create a line. And as I said, first starting points, starting coordinates like 50, 50, that will be top left corner of that line, and then we will flush it all over the place down there, for example, right here. So yes, here we have ellipse, but the line will start from here and it will end here. So forget about ellipse, okay? Don't worry about that. So ending coordinates will be 150 and let's say 150, okay? And immediately we're gonna fill that color with I don't know, like red. Can we do that? Well, F5, and there you go, we have it. Question is, can we change width of that line? Well, sure, you can say width here. Width equal 10 pixels, and now that thing will be big. There you go. And obviously, if you want to position that thing up here, we are talking about 0, 0 for both canvas and for general top window. Okay, so if you say 0, 0 here, starting point will be in upper left corner. Starting point of line. F5, and there you go. And if you wanna put this end, for example, here, you will use something like, I don't know, like 400 pixels by 50. So 400 from here to, let's say, here, and then 50 from here to here. So we are talking about intersection here. What I was about 400, I think, and 50. I think that will get the job done. F5. And there you go, something like that. It's kind of ugly because width is 10. So to fix that, we can fix width, and the better option will be to start from 10 pixels. Or maybe even more. It depends, but it's really not important. There you go, guys. Let's do something here with the for loop. Let's generate 10 lines with the for loop. And to do that, we need to use random module from Python. Okay, and let me see what I can do here. For x in range 10, which means we need 10 lines and they will be spread all over the place, we will just grab this line and pass it here, and then these coordinates must be substituted with a random number. So let me see what I can do. Actually, I'm gonna import everything from random, like from random import everything, because it's easier to type. And here I'm gonna type rand int rand range, sorry, from let's say 10 to 50. Okay, and we will also close that thing with rand range 20 to 50. So what I'm doing here is, this is for x, starting x, and this is for starting y in specific range. Okay, so the Python will choose, when we run this application, specific x coordinate from 10 to 50. We are not talking about full like range here, every number, just specific number in this range. But we have 4 coordinates, 2 for starting position and 2 for ending position. So I need to copy paste this thing a couple of times down there. Okay, and I think this will get the job done. But of course I need to change ending coordinates, like 300 by 50, or no, this is too small, so 400, and here we're gonna have 50, and also here for ending y we will have from 200 to 400. Actually, I'm creating a mistake here. So this thing must be smaller than that thing, and that is a rule for all other coordinates. And hopefully, if I didn't mess these things up, everything will work. Right, there you go. So we are like starting from one general area, and if you want to change this general area, then just higher up that starting range. So let me see what I can do. Right, so 10 to 50, well, you can say here 25 to 100, and also here. So we are talking about that starting point. And now that thing will be spread a little bit better all over the place. Well, at least in top left corner, I think. Something like that. Okay, better than in a couple of seconds ago. Anyway, if you are kind of confused and if you don't know how to work with a random module, don't worry. Just experiment with these numbers and make sure that this thing on the left is smaller than this thing on the right. But if you're confused, okay guys, just use one line without for loop. So I will just put this in a comment section because I don't need it anymore. As I said, if you're confused, just work with one line. And let's roll with oval or ellipse, it depends how you think. Oval, how to create it? Well, that thing is in area, and we're gonna say create oval, and same thing for positions. You need starting position, okay, starting position and ending position, and ellipse will be inside. Right, where I was. So let's say 10 here and 10 here, pretty much upper left corner, and we will extend to 400, 400. So these are starting points, starting intersection, and this is ending intersection. Right, and let's fill that space, that ellipse or oval, whatever, with yellow color, and hopefully everything will work. Right, so this thing is a circle actually because I'm holding proportions, you know, but the moment when you change these things, these ending coordinates, then you will get ellipse, like a, let me see, 350, and that thing will now be basically squashed. Yeah, just like that. Right. So this is for oval, nothing special here. Let me put this in a comment section, one-liner. What about arc? So arc is just that pi in Excel. So let me type that, it's better than talk. Arc equals area is a general canvas, general target, and command is create arc. And same thing for coordinates, like 30 and 30 and let me see, 300 by 300, which means we will get basically circle like a couple of seconds ago, but here we need degrees, like how many of pi will be fulfilled. And to do that, we're gonna use extend, extend. And let's say extend will be 90 degrees, and we're gonna fill it with, let me see, red color, and you will have pi here. There you go, guys. So starting position is here, ending position is here, but we only care about 90 degrees. So of course, if you need like a half of the circle, you will use double, like 180. Where is that thing? Right here. 180 and F5. There you go. Pretty much like working in Excel or Access, whatever. If you do some kind of administrative tasks, some kind of accounting calculations, something like that. And something like 223 degrees will give you, will go down there horizontally. How to explain this in English? Right, exactly. It will go down there from 180 degrees, obviously. Right. So this is about arc. And what about a rectangle? Well, let me see what I can do. Right. So rectangle, and that thing is in area, and create rectangle, and the same stuff with coordinates, starting coordinates and ending coordinates, 200, let's say, and we're gonna fill that thing with orange, orange, F5, and there you go, guys. Now make a note, this thing orange is not canvas. Green stuff is a canvas, and light gray stuff is a top window. So top window, canvas, and inside the canvas you have shapes. How I know that? Well, if you're kind of confused, then just copy paste these things and experiment a little bit. Like a rectangle number 2, and we're gonna change these things. Let me see what I can do. Like 20 and a 20, and basically what I'm trying to do here is to create a rectangle 2 that will be inside a rectangle, well, the first one. That means that I need to lower down these dimensions, I mean coordinates. So this will be like 150 and 150, and we're gonna fill it with yellow. Okay, and F5. Right, so that works. And let me repeat, this is a top window, and inside we have canvas, and inside the canvas we have one rectangle and another rectangle, or this is first one, this is the second one, which means we can overwrite one shape with another shape. So let me activate a couple of these things. Like what's gonna happen if I say arc here, then we'll have, well, this weird situation. And what about oval? F5. There you go. And let's have a little bit of mess here with a for loop and with the lines. F5. And there you go, guys. That's how you paint. Well, this is some abstract art, something like that. So maybe you can show this to some of your friends who like abstract art, and they will be, did you do that by hand? And you will be like, no, dude, I'm Python master. Anyway, something like that. This is just a joke. Okay, guys, as always, thank you for watching. And if you're kind of confused, just go slowly with lines, with ovals, even in different Python scripts. And then when you are done with that, then you can combine things. But if you're confused, one line by one with different coordinates, and you'll get the job done. Thank you for watching. See you next tutorial.